This is Inhale, Exhale, an air quality podcast. Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is Inhale, Exhale, an air quality podcast about the air we breathe. My name is Miss Carmen. I'm a science educator in Brooklyn, New York, and I am your host. At the time of recording this podcast, the outside temperature is 59 degrees and the AQI is 12. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, check your weather app, and see a number next to something called the AQI, the Air Quality Index. It's 85. Sounds fine to you. There's no local alerts, so out you go for a run. But halfway through, you feel off. Your chest feels a little tight, and your throat starts to feel dry and scratchy. By that afternoon, you have a slight headache, and your throat burns. What is going on? That number, AQI 85, was telling you something. The air quality wasn't great. Today, we're talking about the Air Quality Index, what it means, how it works, and why you should check it out just how you check on the weather. So let's start with the basics. AQI stands for Air Quality Index. It's a simple way to communicate how clean or polluted the air is using numbers and colors that anyone can understand. The AQI scale runs from 0 to 500 with different colors representing different levels of health risk. Green is from 0 to 50 and it means good. You can breathe easy with no concerns. Yellow is 51 to 100 and that's considered moderate. For most people, this AQI is fine, but after more than a day of this, everyone will likely get the dry, scratchy throat feeling even without any pre-existing conditions. Orange is 101 to 150, and this is considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. So if you have asthma, for example, you'll definitely feel it. At this range, some localities may issue an air quality advisory. 24 hours of exposure at the orange level, 101 to 150, can affect everyone. Red is 151 to 200, and this is considered unhealthy for everything that breathes. At this range, localities will issue an air quality alert or even declare an air quality emergency when the AQI reaches this number. Your pets will likely be very much affected with an AQI above 151. Purple is 201 to 300, and this is very unhealthy. At this level, we definitely have an air quality emergency, and people would be urged to remain indoors. Maroon is 301 to 500, and this is considered hazardous. Serious health risks will be experienced by any living thing breathing in this air. Unfortunately, on June 8th, 2023, New York City experienced hazardous air quality conditions. Smoke from northern Canadian wildfires made it all the way down here on a low pressure system, and our local AQI was measured at 340 at 4 p.m. So where do these numbers come from? Well, they're based on measurements of the presence of 5 major air pollutants, which we know are bad for us. These are ground level ozone, particulate matter, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide. So why do we have an air quality index? The short answer, people were getting sick and dying. Unfortunately, that's usually how serious things need to get to impact change. Let's take a quick trip back to London, 1952. At that time, the city was covered in a dense, toxic smog caused by coal burning. Over just a few days, more than 10,000 people died from respiratory illnesses. Los Angeles in the 1940s was best represented by thick smog from cars and industry, which made it hard to breathe. People were showing up at hospitals with burning eyes and inflamed lungs on a regular basis. Events like these created a need for a simple, standardized way to understand how the air was doing. That's why countries started developing air quality indexes. In 1976, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, launched the AQI system, and today, variations of it are used worldwide. Checking the AQI can help you make smart choices about your daily outdoor activities. Planning a run? Depending on the AQI, you might want to consider exercising indoors. Have asthma or other respiratory issues? Check the AQI before opening your windows and introducing outdoor air inside your home. Traveling? Air pollution levels vary greatly by city and season. Some of the most polluted cities in the world regularly hit AQI levels well above 200. You'll want to check before you go. You can check the AQI levels a few ways online, all for free. A lot of weather apps now include AQI data on a 12 to 24-hour average. PurpleAir.com has real-time live local air sensor data. You can also check airnow.gov if looking for air quality information in the US. So let's take a moment to clear up some common myths about AQI. Myth: if I can't see pollution, the air is fine. Fact: some of the most harmful pollutants, like PM 2.5, are microscopic. You can't see them, but they still get deep into your lungs, causing short and long-term consequences. Myth: a little air pollution won't hurt me. Fact: even short-term exposure can cause inflammation, headaches, and fatigue. Long-term exposure to air pollution? That's already been linked to asthma, heart disease, and cognitive decline. Myth: AQI is only important in big cities. Fact: rural areas can and do have poor air quality, sometimes worse than cities do. Wildfires, agriculture, and high pollen seasons all contribute to the AQI. So what's the big takeaway? The AQI is like a weather report for the air and your lungs. Checking it helps you protect your health, plan your day, and understand what's in the air around you. Next episode, we're bringing the focus inside because, believe it or not, the air inside your home might be more polluted than the air outside. Thanks for tuning in, and very special thanks to support from friends who made this podcast possible. Thank you. Until next time, breathe easy, and don't forget, no matter where you are, like it or not, we're all in this together. This is Miss Carmen signing off from Inhale, Exhale, an Air Quality Podcast.